I've been using these controller settings for some time now, and they've made me a lot better. I keep on hitting clips like this, and I'm never missing my shot. And honestly, these are settings that everyone can be good on. Let's hop right into it. Starting from the graphics settings, you want to keep your brightness at 100%. If you start messing with this, your game is going to start being too bright or too dark like this. Same for the user interface contrast thingy. Keep this at 1x. Next, we have the color blind mode. Keep this off. Honestly, there's no benefit to having Tritanope, Protanope, whatever. So I have mine off. Next, we got the volume settings. Make sure your main and sound effects are on 100%. Those are the only ones that matter. And honestly, if you want to save your ears, keep your voice chat like super low. I have mine on 15%. People love to stream on their mics, and I don't want my ears to explode, so yeah, that's what I keep mine on. Cinematics are always super loud as well, so I keep them on 0%. Now moving down to visualize sound effects, you want to keep this on. Honestly, it's super useful in game. You can see that people are near you even though you don't hear them, and this is what every single pro player in the game uses. Now we got the game options, and the first one is matchmaking region. Don't keep this on auto, keep it on whatever you live in. I live in Europe, so I keep it here. This way you get the lowest ping possible. And if you guys want to lower your ping even more, I have a perfect solution for you. Gear Booster. It's an app that reduces your ping and makes your internet way more stable when you're playing. It's even used by pros like G-Money, Nero, and Ace and Jeff. I left the link for this in the pinned comment and the description. Make sure you check it out. We're coming down to movement, toggle sprint. You can keep this off and on. It doesn't really matter. Mine is off. Next, we have auto open doors. This is super important to have it on, because often when you mess up a wall edit, it's gonna do a door, and when you have this setting on, it's always gonna open that door for you anyway, so you're not gonna be left out there looking at your own wall like a dumbass. Next, we got mantle and hurdle activation. These should be always on hold, jump, and press jump. Next, we got combat controls. There's hold swap to pick up. Doesn't really matter. Have it off. Toggle targeting off. Mark danger when targeting. This is super important to have it on. Then we got auto pick up weapon. You should honestly keep this off, because if you have it on, it's gonna be picking up items for you that you don't even want in your inventory, like a gray shotgun when you have a blue one. Now we got preferred item slots, and these are honestly super important. The most important being loadout slot 1, which should always be your shotgun. The reason for this is because when you're taking someone's wall and you get it and then you box them like a fish, you always want to have your shotgun out. The rest are honestly pretty important as well. The most important being your loadout slot 5 and 2, because when you want to switch your gun from your shotgun, you can quickly switch to your loadout slot 2 or 5. It only takes one press. So make sure you keep an SMG on your loadout slot 2 and AR on your loadout slot 5. Moving on, we got auto store consumables to the right. You keep this off or on, doesn't really matter. Have it on. Now we got building option. These are super important. Don't miss out here. Just a quick reminder, if this helped you, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also use code Dymbz in the item shop. Let's get back into it. It's a building choice. It doesn't really matter, but I like to keep this on. This just means that every time you take out your builds, you're always gonna have a wall in your hand. Disable pre-edit option. Now this is something a lot of people get wrong. At first, this setting looks like a no-brainer. Of course you want to have this setting on, right? Actually no, because this really messes up your edits. There's a massive delay when you have this setting on. As soon as I turned this setting off and I tried it, I even made a video about it, my edits got so much better, bro. Turbo building, obviously have this on. It allows you to just hold down your builds, so it places them way faster. Then we got auto confirm edits. Now this is a little bit of a tricky one. You can't be fast without using auto confirm edits, and you can also be fast when using them, so it doesn't really matter what you do here. I keep mine on both, which means that I reset and edit with auto confirm edits. And quickly, if you don't know what this is, this means that whenever you edit something, you don't have to press a separate confirm button to do that edit. So to do an edit, you have to press less buttons. This is what the setting does, and it's honestly super useful. That's why I like it. But if you don't like it, what I highly recommend you to use is reset option right here. This is the same thing, but just for your resets. I'm pretty sure every single pro player uses this because it is so much faster than having it off. So if you're not gonna use both, at least use reset. Moving on, contextual tips off. Then we're coming down to extra game options. Honestly, these don't matter here at all, except for the tap to search / interact. You want to have that on. But what they have just added here is FOV sliders. Now at first this looks like, oh my god, bro, finally FOV slider in Fortnite. But when you try in game, you realize there's no difference, bro. It's useless pretty much. But to be fair, there's a little bit of a difference, but it only happens when you're sprinting. Make sure you copy both of these here to get the best FOV possible. Next we got your replays. Make sure they're off, because they do eat a little bit of your system's RAM, and it can reduce your FPS a little bit and give you a little more input delay. Difference is not that significant though. Next up we got your game UI. Obviously you want to have your reticle on so that you see where you're shooting, bro. Then we got reticle ammo indicator. Have this off. Next we got damage numbers. You can have this on list or cumulative, bro. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. It doesn't really matter though. You can have them on whatever, but what really does matter though is reticle damage feedback. You want to have it on hit only. Then we got damage number scale. I've put mine to 125%. Next up we have your HUD scale. Honestly, I see a lot of people have this on way too high. When you have this way too high, your map is gonna be on your way, and it's gonna be a lot harder to see your enemies. So make sure this is on around 60%. Now if you have messed up your HUD settings so you're not seeing your guns or your health or something, make sure you copy these ones right here. And if you want to see your ping in the game, this one here shows your ping, net debug stats. Make sure that's on. Next up we got gyro options. I recently got a comment about someone saying, yo bro, where's the gyro options? Bro, don't use this. These are ass. Make sure they are off. Okay, next we got mouse and keyboard. keyboard sensitivities. Honestly, if you play on controller, these low-key do affect your controller sensitivity. I don't know why. I tried this on a video, and I do have to admit, whenever I tried 1%, my game just felt a lot better for some reason. It could just be me, because I'm a little bit dumb, I won't even lie. You can try this if it feels better for you as well. Next, we got the juicy stuff. We got the controller settings. For the controller auto run, I have this off, because I always smack my controller way too hard, bro. If I have this on, I keep on auto running on accident mid-fight. Next, we got build immediately. Make sure you have this on. Edit hold time does not really matter unless you have to hold down to edit. We'll get into that soon. Next, we got slide hold time. I have one on 0.150. This is a perfect sweet spot. If you have this too low like this, you're gonna be sliding on accident. Or if you have it too high like this, you gotta be smacking your controller way too hard to slide. Reset camera axis do not matter. Vibration is something that I see way too many people playing on. Bro, this gives you so much input delay. Make sure you keep this off. Next, we got quick weapon beta, or should I say quick weapon ass, because this thing is trash, bro. No pros use this, and you should not either. So to disable this, have it on custom only, none, and off. Okay, next we have your controller sensitivities. For build and edit mode sensitivity, keep this on around 2x. This is pretty much what every single pro player uses. Next, we got your look horizontal and vertical speed, and I know you're probably looking at the video like, boy, what the hell are you using? 54% is really high, I know, but I honestly love it, bro. I love a little bit of a higher sensitivity. If you can handle a higher sensitivity, you're gonna be moving like a demon, bro. If you guys want actual good settings that are easy to control, make sure you use around 40%. It could be 40, 41, or 42. It's not that specific, but make sure it's around 40. I've tried multiple different pros controller settings, and they're all using around 40% sense. Next, we got your boosts. I personally don't like boost. What boost does is when you move your joystick all the way to some direction, it boosts up your sensitivity even more. Some pros use like 2% boost, but I don't really see what the point is in that. So I keep mine on 0%, and that's what I recommend. Now, your ADS sensitivities, I recommend keeping these pretty low. Mine is on 8%, and that is perfect for me. So that's what I recommend. And again, for the boosts, keep them on 0. They're ass. Loop dampening time, honestly, this doesn't really do anything in the game. Pretty much everyone keeps it on 0%, so make sure you do that as well. Now, we got loop input curve. This one is a little bit tricky as well, bro. Some people like linear, some people like exponential. The easiest way to explain this is when you're on linear and you move your joystick, it instantly registers the movement, and you instantly start moving super fast. It's basically like a mouse, you know? When you're using a mouse and you move it, it instantly goes fast like this. However, exponential does not work like that. Exponential goes from slow to fast slowly. So like on this picture right here, you can see. Honestly, you can be good on both, but I have always been on linear because it just makes me play super cracked. I feel like my edits are a lot faster and my builds are a lot faster on it. However, if you don't really care about having flashy, nice builds and edits, then I low-key recommend using exponential because it is honestly a lot easier to hit your shots with it. Next, we got aim assist strength, bro. As controller players, we gotta be competing against people smacking their keyboards like this, bro. The only advantage that we have is aim assist, bro. Make sure this is on 100%. Next, we got your dead zones. I keep mine on 8%. Honestly, a good rule for your dead zones is keeping them as low as possible, and that is 8% for me. If I go any lower, I get stick drift and my character starts moving by itself. Now we got the foot controller setting. Make sure this is off. Here's what a foot controller is, and I'm sure none of you guys have that, so make sure it's off. Next, we got your controller binds. There are some really important things that you need to know. So the most important thing is having your switch mode and edit separate. If you have them binded together, you have to hold down your edit to edit. My switch mode is on circle and I edit on triangle. It's important that you have both of these binds set up in a way that if you press them, you don't have to take your thumbs off the joystick. I play claw, and that's why I'm able to use this bind. If you don't play claw, a good edit bind could be L3 for an example, because you can press it without having to take your thumb off the joystick. And R3 for switch mode is also fine. Another tip I can give for the edit binds is making sure your select edit button and your reset edit button are both set on your bumpers and triggers. And the reason I keep them on my bumpers and triggers is because my hands always rest on them, so they're super easy to press, which makes me edit super fast. I'm not gonna get into these more in this video, but if you guys want a super in-depth tutorial video of these, please comment down below because I can do that. The last setting section here is account and privacy. You can keep these on whatever they are. They don't really matter. If this video helped you, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also use code DYMZLOL in the item shop. And yeah, catch you in my next video. Bye.